Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk thinking right out here in my lab. I got a nice little lesson. I got a life. I call it. I'm giving life advice with this one. When the going gets tough, you got to get tougher. Don't get going. No, get tougher. So Let me break that down for you. See if I can make it make sense to you. This is my concept, so I put it together for you. Let's rock. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking, way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission and all right thinkers, know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You going with Uncle, that's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know it's dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know that self and too. Might be true. Right thinkers, people philosophy is giving life advice. It says, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. No, you get tougher. You got to knuckle down, buckle up, whatever. Put yourself out by you. All them phrases that say what you got to do. But you have to figure out which one that works for you, and then you do it, and you can call it whatever you want to. All right? In life, when whenever it gets tough, and it's going to, well, for me, I'm speaking for myself again, from experience, going way back. Whenever it got tough for me, I got tougher, okay? To what? To do whatever I need to do to deal with the situations I was confronted with. And start out at a young age. I was holding my own. I learned how to hold my own. When I realized ain't nobody gonna help you, you gotta help yourself. I took stock in that, and I learned how to protect, defend myself, and learn to be myself at an early age. Okay, but in life, because it's a spiritual and mental fight, heart and mind. It's a fight for either one of them. If you're not working together as one, that means you don't know God and you don't know yourself. So this fight to become one with yourself is a mental and spiritual fight. But it's everybody's fight to what? We call it life. It's a spiritual, mental struggle that we all have to fight through and get through to what? Make it to the other side with what? Knowledge of self. That's why you got to be tougher than situations that you're confronted with. Stop worrying about God, God, God. No, you got to do. God ain't going to do but so much. Okay, you got to take the reins. I'm spiritually and mentally tougher now because I've learned that lesson in life for myself. Okay, not what? I'm tougher now. Not philosophically, but unless I have to. I mean, not physically. I'm tough, not physically, unless I have to. That's another aspect of my character. I learned that at an early age. I'll get to that in a minute. But tough means not. No. Tough means doing whatever needs to be done when you have to do it to what? Survive. You get in a situation where, it's do or die. And if you don't do, it's probably going to be over for you. That's the name of the game of life. Weak will survive. Weak fall by the wayside. The strong will survive. The tough will survive. So if you ain't tough and strong mentally and spiritually or even physically, you might not survive. And a lot of people don't. Nature don't give a crap. God God don't give a crap. Oh, God gonna protect me. Okay. See what he do for you. You don't do nothing for yourself. The true test of any man is how he stands when he's not comfortable. When the situation he's in ain't to his likings. It ain't easy. Martin said, "You judge a man not when he stands in his comfort zone. See how he stands when he's uncomfortable. See how tough he is when the going get tough. A lot of people want to get going, want to pack up and run. When the going get tough for a tough guy, we get tougher. We stand our ground, knuckle up, and buckle down. Okay, let's hope. Let's have at it. When I was coming up, we was still fighting one-on-one fights. We still fist fighting in the parties, in the playground. We didn't give a damn. Okay, if it's going down, we got a problem. Let's handle it. All that having beef, talking this and smack, we didn't do that. We took it up. We got a problem. Let's handle that. Okay. If it's doing school, after school, meet me in the playground. If it's at a party, man, DJ, cut that stuff. Let's go outside. I need some tins. Anybody got some tins? Because I got my dress shoes on. I didn't come here to fight. And most of us, I wear sneakers for that purpose. So if it's going down, I'm already ready. So I stopped wearing shoes a long time ago for that reason. Excuse me. All right. Again, life. I'm living it. I lived it on that side, on the other side of the railroad. I lived the other side, the street life, that fast life. All right. So, and the true test of life is really a fight. So if you're not tough, that means it won't turn out right for you. Why? Because if you don't do the things you need to do, you might not get through the situation that's confronted to you. In life, you're going to be confronted on a day-to-day basis. You got to show up every day. When Rod go down into the doo-wop, he know he just defeated Apophis just last night. He right back again. Okay, yeah, that's how it is. It ain't going nowhere. Do what you got to do. And the saying is, if the good guy don't win, in the end, we don't survive. Why? We rely on the good guy. The good guy is the substance, that light that come up, that shine, the sun. If it don't come up, we done. So he's got to win. So y'all got stories now where the bad guys winning. Moving on. I don't get that. Nature shows you bad can't win. Why? That's destruction. We be destroyed. So when life is easy, when people are comfortable, okay, they don't really put forth their best effort. They soft. They soft as newborn baby turds. Okay. Why? Because they ain't no pressure on them. There's nothing they got to do. So they just go through life. And some people can live like that and be comfortable. So when life is easy, that's good. But what happens when life ain't always easy? When it gets tough. Okay? I prepared for tough times. All I know was tough times. I thought tough times was the way of life. Moving on. Just like I told you, I'm in the drug game. If it wasn't for bad luck, I had no luck at all. Why? Nothing never worked out for me. Times was always hard for me. Even when it was good, it was still hard. If you understand that, okay? The things I had to do to make it good wasn't easy. So yeah, even then, it was hard. So I'm telling you, whenever, where we at? Okay, no, I'm up here. Okay, well, life, my right thing of philosophy toughens me up spiritually and mentally. With what? Self-knowledge that I practice. And once I mastered it, oh, it's a different ballgame now. I'm tough in spirit and mentality, not in physicality. I'm a good fighter every now and then. That's why I stay in the gym. Why? Just in case, one of y'all feel like, do something to the old man. Think twice, moving on. But whenever life gets tough, and yeah, it's going to get tough, I just get what? Tougher. You never give in to life situations, even when you're losing. I told my pastor, and I came over to be a good guy, I said, Pastor, I think I switched teams, at the wrong time. Why? Is that I'm a good guy, and bad is kicking our ass. We getting our ass handed to us by bad. What happened? I was a bad guy. The good guy was winning. Now I'm a good guy. The bad guys is winning. Got a little issue with that. So that's just personal. All right. But, in life, I'm not going down without what? A fight. I'm going down swinging. If you're going to get, when I went to the mental institution, I said, when you came in, you was a madman. You fight everybody. They had to come 6 deep to get you. I said, yeah, I'm taking all y'all. All right, so that's all what? I will fight in the heartbeat. My mother said, baby, when you going to stop fighting? That was just a few years ago. I said, when they start messing with me. Okay, my mother, 87-year-old, she carry a cane. She goes to the hood. She live in no. She's the hood rat. The spot that she go to is in the belly of the beast. She walked through there like my man says. I walked in the valley of the evil. I feel the evil. She just trying to pray. And if somebody get in her way, she gonna use her cane. That's my mom. Okay, she ain't taking. Okay, she ain't taking no shorts. We don't take with nickels. Where we come from. I mean, we ain't taking no nonsense. All right. So, but in life, and this is all about life lessons, just like you. Whenever I was faced with tough times, and I was faced with a lot of gun to my face, looking down the barrel, looking at the guns in the chamber. That could have been it. That could have been the last thing I saw. And at that time, okay, well, that's how it's going. I didn't bitch up. I proved to myself, ain't no bitching you, dog. Why? You had every right in the world to squirm and plague and plead. Nope, they ain't doing that. Okay, so I've been there, done that too. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, been there. I got tougher, and I always get tougher. I'm not giving in. Okay, I'm fighting to the end. So if you're gonna take me out, you gotta take me out. I'm not gonna know I ain't giving in. Okay, and if I get a chance, I'm sure. If I think you trying to take me out, I'm doing all I could to take your ass out. So understand that. George said, if anybody get fucked up, it's gonna be you, not me. Why? When I was dealing drugs in that life, it was easy. It was fun. I had fun. But when it got tough, and it did get tough, I just got tougher. I buckled down and said, okay, I ain't no prisoner. I ain't no, but when I went to prison, I became a prisoner. I do like the prison. I came in and did what I had to do and took care of business. Again, I got tough. I didn't buckle up. I didn't, oh, nope. I handled my business. Okay. Being locked up in prison, 3.5 years, and I spent a few months in lockup, solitary confinement for doing what? Getting tough while getting people up off me. If you came at me wrong, I'm dealing with you in my way. Okay, I'm taking it to the head, and I was tough every day for 3.5 years. I was a tough guy. Why? I didn't like where I was at. I didn't like the people I was around, and I wasn't taking shit from nobody. Lottie, nobody, and I dealt with everybody the same way. I don't give a damn about you. If it's me or you, it's gonna be you. So you might well roll with me. I clicked up with a few brothers from Newark, from home, and we sucked and hung together. But I got tough. And if you're gonna be with me, you better be tough too. Why? When rubber hit the road, you gotta knuckle up. I only hung out with people who could fight. Why? Where I come from, that was a necessary evil. When you couldn't fight, I ain't messing with you. Why? People don't respect people who can't fight. Where I come from, those are punks. We had a guy that walk up on everybody, they start tearing their pockets out. My man Tata, he robbing everybody. No mask, no gun. Just straight up, give me your money. You crazy. You out of your damn mind. But yeah, that's the era I come up in. We had guys, they didn't stick up, man. They was strong on me. Strong, if you don't know strong, I mean, I'm going to punch you in your face if you don't give me your money. You got to punch me, okay? And now we got to fight. Why? Because I ain't giving you jack. Remember Dave Chappelle when he did my man Cool, my man Smooth? He said, yo, Cool Breeze, come up out the clothes. He said, man, I don't take my clothes off for nobody. And watch your tone. If you want this, man, you got to shoot me. My man said, okay. Pow! You want it like that? I give it to you, OG. So sometimes it ain't always good to mess with the wrong young boys. You get the wrong one, so you're going to have to pay the price when you want to talk that slick stuff. All right, moving on. Oh, man, good days. But, okay, what was that? I did that already, doing the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, okay. But doing the wrong thing in life comes easy. Trust me. It was easy to get into the wrong stuff and do the wrong stuff. It's hard. It's hard to do the right thing, but I'm holding it down. Why? I'm tough. I put my same toughness to doing what's right, and it's working for me like a charm. That's why. So I understand. And from what I tell you, I walked the walk, okay, because I was tough. And then I had tough times. I just got tougher. That's all. When times got tough, I got tougher. Okay, I'm not giving in. I don't give a damn. Whatever I need to do, I'm going to do that. That's what I mean by getting tough, not physical. No, just handle your business. Okay, and I didn't buckle. I didn't bend. I didn't give in. If I didn't get tougher doing what I was doing in my life, then my hard times in life, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't be here now. If I didn't toughen up and do what I had to do, I wouldn't be here. I know that for a fact. So yeah, I can get that life advice again from experience. All my life, I had to be tough. Okay, and I had tough times. That's why I had to be tough. Life was rough, and I just got tougher. Every time it got tough, I just toughened up, and that's how I survived coming up in my hood. I'm from Newark, yeah. I'm from Newark, North Projects, Grafton Avenue. And if you know anything about projects, Prince Street, anyone else, any projects, you know it's tough camp. That's a tough. Newark is a tough town, first of all, to live in. Anywhere you go in this thing, you got to you got to be somebody, or you won't survive. Okay, what you mean? I come up in the '60s. The '60s, we had police problems, we had race problems. We also had drug problems. The heroin was running crazy. I thought the crack was in there. The heroin had us messed up. Okay, all my brothers on heroin. I got more family members on drugs. I did a report in 3rd grade on drugs. I was familiar with drugs because all my family was drug users. I thought it was the norm. so I got an A+ on the report. I should have done something then. Drugs was in my future. Not to use them, but to, I sold them to make money. I wasn't a junkie. I didn't do that. Nah, I know way. My brothers took me to the shooting gallery on the 13th, over the spot, sat there, tied up, shot up, telling me, don't do this. But they doing it. I said, appreciate the education, but what about you? So again, I loved the education, took my lessons, learned the life. Again, I'm not putting that needle in my arm. You're going to catch hell getting blood from me. More or less, you got to be crazy. So no, to my tough, every time I go to the hospital, I get allergic reaction. My tongue swelled up one time. So I'm in the chair. The doc come in. Oh, you young, sprightly man. You like you tough. Come on, let me give you this needle, Benadryl. I said, no, my man. You said I had an option to either drink it or take it orally, or I take it orally. Let me drink it. He said, oh, big tough guy, man. Damn that tough stuff. I don't do needles. So again, tough don't mean nothing. You do what you need to do to get the job done. I take my options. I weigh them, then I make the best option for myself. All right, but I come from the projects of Grafton Avenue, Newark. It don't get no tougher than that. I survived. And every time I come over from 18th Street where I was with my mom there, then we do our thing on Grafton Avenue in the projects, hustling. So I was over there a lot of time. Spent most of my time over there. So I wanted my friends to come hang out. Every time I brought my friends to Grafton Avenue, they didn't come back. They said, man, all they want to do is fight over there. Every time we go to the store, every time we go out to play, it's always something going on. He wasn't used to that. I always laugh about that. He said, man, we ain't going over there. We ain't going to Grafton Avenue. We going to the project. You didn't want to hang out in the project. If you ain't from the project, you didn't want to do the project thing. Why? Man, what could say, who you with? I'm with him. Oh, okay. If I didn't have respect, we couldn't walk the streets. That's how it was. So yeah, I just laugh about that. But I'm from the projects, Grafton Avenue, and it's a tough camp, okay? But I survived. Again, I survived. Why? Hell, I was good at surviving tough times. I thought that was the way to life. I thought that was the norm. I thought that's tough is what I always knew. That's all I knew was tough times in all my life, okay? I have been, for me, a tough time. I ain't never had easy time. No, it's always been, ain't never nothing been easy for me. I haven't made it that way, I guess, but yeah. But because I got tough and I made it no matter what, I'm going to get through whatever I got myself into, I'm going to get out. 3.5 years in prison, I was tough. Okay, why? I'm having to do what I had to do. So after that, I ain't going back that nonsense no more. Again, you make the changes for the better. Hell, I thought tough times and hard times was good times. When you survived them, you felt better about it, but it was tough. It was always tough. But taking it home. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. This is just a little tidbit about tough. It ain't about the physicality, no. It's about being understanding and being observant and make good decisions. That's how you get tougher. But I'm tough because life made me this way. I didn't just have no life. The things I went through prepared me for this. And being tough was part of getting through the things I went through. I put myself there to get myself out and toughen up with the way I got through. I came up fighting off bullies, okay, junkies, tough guys who just, who just like to fight or take advantage of people. So I coming up, that was pretty much the norm. A day without a fight, a good day. Oh, I lost Ice Cube, nobody got killed today. That was a good day. Back in my neighborhood, nobody got punched in the face today was a good day. Okay. Nobody had to put my foot in their butt today is a good day. So I get the concept. Just see how much it changed from a knuckle sandwich, good fight, to what? Bow, bow, take your life. It ain't worth it. Trust me, the streets ain't what they used to be. Get out. I learned to fight, before I was 6. Listen, that was my first sport, was boxing. That's what I saw, and I didn't know how to do that damn thing. And my fighter was Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay, y'all don't know nothing about him. I see a boxing thing now. That man, woo, buddy. Google Sugar Ray Robinson. That's all I've been telling you. Y'all, they said, see, he was the baddest man, pound for pound. He wasn't heavyweight. He's a middleweight. So he's 160-something pounds. But he packed a whole lot into that. And he would take you out with left or right. That's why I got the double hook. I watched him just pop out. You done. Quick left hook. Ooh, love it. Mike Tyson knew how to do it too. But that's how I survived. Fighting. Keeping niggas out my ass. I couldn't go home and cry. Well, mommy, this was doing. God was trying to take my money. God was going to do this. Knuckle up. Get tough. And that's how I survived in the projects. Okay? But I wasn't tough. Okay? Not tough. I wasn't a bully. I wasn't a tough guy. No. But back then, to me, a punk was someone who wouldn't fight back. If I think we fighting, I'm punching you in your face. If I think it's going down, I'm sneaking you. What? I'm getting mine in. What? This is what we doing. We fighting. That's what you supposed to do. I took some lumps. I got hit and knocked out. I've been there, done that. Back upside the head, been there too. Okay? So, again, tough ain't always physical. Tough meaning you got to the situation you needed to survive. So I'm tough as all get up. Okay? My first sport was boxing. And by the time I was 9, I could knock you out with a right or left. Thanks, Sugar Ray. Okay, I can box by numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I would bang, bang, take care of you. And again, I came up doing that. Mark Wright. Anybody know me? Know the last thing you want to do is fuck with him. Why? He gonna fight. Yeah, I was one of them guys. So that was my reputation. So when I changed my name, I'm glad. Why? Because Mark Wright, that guy, reputation preceded him. Sometimes it wasn't always good. All right. So, but I know, okay, being tough don't mean fighting physically. No, it means being able to handle anything you're dealing with spiritually and mentally. That's self-mastery. Trust me, I learned that the old-fashioned way too. So I got it, and I'm trying to help you get it. You ain't got to go fight and being tough, got to get it, but just understand, being tough spiritually and mentally will get you through a whole lot of situations. Trust me. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right things, I got to go. But in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who took my advice, when the going gets tough, you get tougher. Trust me, I do.